Well, firstly, I think through the game, certainly with the bat, I think there's been stages we've seen a lot of team have really dug in. We've had not great starts in both innings, and you accept that in English conditions against a high quality attack. So that's an area obviously certainly want to improve that first hour of batting. But yeah, the courage through the middle and the lower order has been exceptional in this game. And like you said, that partnership was outstanding. I think with the ball change, you accept that. I think in England that can happen. All you ask for is as long as that's consistent for both teams. I know we tried to change it a couple of times. First innings, it didn't, but the seam did look pretty awful on that last ball. And unfortunately, you have to accept that in these conditions that a ball change can swing around. The lights did come on, the clouds rolled over, and that's the beauty of playing cricket in England. You have to adapt to conditions. But again, England put a ball in the right areas, which is what they've done. Unfortunate, but the team are in good spirits. I don't think they worried too much about that or moaning about that. I think it's accepting that and still trying to put as many runs on tomorrow to put England under a bit of pressure in the last innings.
Cheers.
Julian Rex Glenvish.
Hello, Ian. Does it feel odd coaching against England? And if it doesn't now, was there a time when it did?
Of course, it's strange, but exciting as well. Certainly, I've enjoyed my time, obviously playing for England, but there's part of me that in the coaching world now, working in different environments, different cultures, with Sri Lanka as a team that I've admired so much, and obviously having worked with New Zealand as well. So to get to know the players, to understand how they go about the game has been invaluable. So absolutely loving every minute of being in the Sri Lanka dressing room and hopefully helping them in this series and understanding certainly the younger players when they come back in the future, how they can be successful here. And just being back in Test cricket, absolutely love it. It's a great format of the game. That's something that, like I said, through my career I love, and being part of that and the passion that I see in the Sri Lanka dressing room for Test cricket and speaking to the players, they want more and more of that. So absolutely loving it.
Thank you.
Yeah, obviously, people have seen a lot of Angelo Matthews about the application coming in this show today, batted for nearly 3 hours and looks super.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's important in teams you have a balance between young players, young talent, but also senior players to learn from. And the way Angelo played today was exactly what we want to see from senior players. And I said that partnership was fantastic. And hopefully, as the series goes on, the confidence will grow in that dressing room, and we'll see them get better, innings by innings.
People come out obviously as a fantastic record, but in England he has struggled with just 1.5 century. Anything that he can do to sort of rectify those numbers and come up with good performance?
I think when you look back at the two dismissals in this game, a little bit unlucky. I think up front, like you said, you need to have that good intent, and I think that's certainly Sanath, myself, and as an environment we've taught to be as positive as possible. I don't think you want to come here against this England team in particular just try and survive. The way they play cricket is aggressive. So we want to obviously balance that with, being able to, have good defence. But if they bowl in our areas, we want to encourage the guys to be as positive as possible. And I think that's, when I look at the batting lineup, that's when they're at their best. So we want to encourage that. I thought that was a bit tough. Both dismissals have been a bit unlucky. But we'll encourage and we'll back the players to keep coming through this series as much as possible.
Fish.
Hi. Yeah, you said it was odd coaching against England. It must have been a peculiar kind of pride to see James Smith score his first 100, considering what you've done with him when you were getting aligned, but also Birmingham Phoenix. Yeah, well, I suppose personally for you, what was that like? I suppose it's the work that you put in him, and I suppose how was got to this point as well.
Yeah, annoying to start with, but no, I think be it on a serious note, someone like Jamie, I think you could see it, and we talked about it. On the Sri Lanka A tour in particular, he scored a fantastic 100 in Gaul. I think he's going to be a world-class player for England over a long period of time. He is class, and the players have acknowledged that. It's up to us now to find ways of getting him out in this series. Fair play to him today. The game was on the line this morning. And the players have talked about it. We probably weren't at our best for that first hour, and he showed his class as well. And hopefully one of our players tomorrow will go on and make 100, which hopefully might put a little bit of pressure as this game goes on. But credit to Jamie and the small part that I've, I suppose, played in his development. I've watched the guy who works extremely hard. He's confident and he's taken to international cricket with ease. Even his celebration, it just shows the kind of person he is. He's calm, and I'm sure he's going to be a massive part of this England team in all formats to come over a long time.
So it sounds like you're not surprised that he's taken to Test cricket so easily.
No, not at all, not at all.
Steph, and then we'll finish with John.
Hello, Ian. There's an England white ball job available at the moment, and a lot of the candidates that have been into it from overseas, and English cricket's taken a bit of flack, maybe I don't know, wasted the opportunity with 100, and a lot of those jobs have gone to overseas coaches, and a lot of players that are of your generation, of the best team in the world, have had to look elsewhere for their opportunities to make their way into coaching. As I see with you now working in Sri Lanka, what do you make of the way that England have sort of looked after that generation of players, and have they missed an opportunity to produce head coaches when these jobs come up now?
Good question. I'm not overly thought about that. I mean, I think for me, I've quite enjoyed the opportunity to go around the world in different environments and learn from, the best you can to be around, whether it's going to Australia in the Big Bash or international side with New Zealand, Sri Lanka. For me, that's a good thing. I want to be the best coach I could be. It doesn't necessarily have to be in England. I think when you talk about the 100, it would be nice to see, as we saw with Fred this year, more English coaches get those opportunities. We've seen, I've done work with Swanee, we've seen Jonathan Trott do what he does. It would be great to see a load of English coaches get opportunities in the 100. Luckily, that's not my decision to make. But, like I said, if I talk about my own coaching journey, I've enjoyed the opportunities around the world. And as I said, I was only going to help me become the best coach I can be. Like I said, I've loved this opportunity to actually work with Sri Lanka as well. And, who knows how long that could be. Hopefully that could be a long one as well.
Is it a failure of English cricket and maybe, English sport in general? Sometimes coaches could be a bit sexy, wasn't it?
No, I'm not overly thought about that. That's, like I said, that's, I'm just worried about what I do. And my job at the moment is helping Sri Lanka. The guys in there and the Sana sets the tone all the time. There's positivity. They're not here just to make the numbers up. They obviously want to put pressure on England and find ways of winning this series. And that's my focus at the moment.
Let's ask about Chandigarh. He was nasty all the time.
Yep, no, brave. I mean, it's a bit of pain. Obviously, good results on the scan, but yeah, I mean, we're going to need. I thought we saw that through the first innings as well. Certainly with the tail, there was a few hits, but the guys get back out there. Like I said, they're desperate to show people how much it means to play for Sri Lanka, how much they want to, do well in this series. So I think that again, you want that from your players, and we saw that from the amount of balls the tail enders faced in the first innings as well. So the team are right up for this, and they know they're going to have to wear have a few bruises if they want to get anything out of this series.
Do you know, do you have some painkilling jab?
I believe there's some painkillers, yeah.
Thanks everyone.
Cheers, guys.
Welcome to Sri Lankan Airlines, where the pride of taking you to the world excites us every day, where service is intuitive and indulgence is encouraged. Our care is inherent. This is where the world comes home. Thank you for flying Sri Lankan Airlines. You're our world.
කරන්ට් කපුවනේ කරන්ටියක් ලයිට් තියෙන නම් තත්ත්වයෙන් ඉහළ green electric rechargeable LED බල්බම තෝරාගන්න. විදුලි බලය නොමැතිව පැය 4ක් පුරා දැල්වෙන වසරක වගකීමක් සහිත එකම බල්බය. green electric රටම එළියයි ප්‍රමිතියෙන් ඉහළයි.